Guys, this is Constantine, English Speaking Club HSE. Right now I'm in the Philippines, Manila, and I'm going to record a video about the next event, which is going to take place on Saturday, as always 6:30 Moscow time, and we're going to talk about productivity and being productive, how productive you are. I'm going to answer some questions for this event, so it'll be easier for you to prepare, and you might want to use these questions as a benchmark. Alright, so let's get started. Are you a productive person, and what helps you be productive? I think that basically I am a productive person. I have to be productive because I have lessons with my students almost every day, 5 days a week, and when I teach my students I have to be in a productive state, which means that I have to listen to what people say, respond, and give feedback, and basically lead. And actually this thing keeps me motivated, because if I did some boring office job where I wasn't responsible for anything, or like had very low level responsibility, I would be more passive and maybe not very productive. But here I'm kind of forced to think what I need to do to deliver information and emotions, maybe sometimes jokes, energy in general, and of course it makes me feel more productive. There are a lot of factors that make me feel productive. So on one hand, it's my job that I like, and when I speak English I feel a flow of energy and motivation to do things. At the same time, I would say nutrition is also pretty important, even though I didn't used to care about it earlier, but I think after staying in Bali I changed my habits and I started to eat much less and eat healthier food. Okay, so remember how you got into a productive state last time. What helps you? That's the next question. For me it won't be hard to remember because it happens pretty much every day. So on one hand, as I said, it's my job, things that I'm going to do. On the other hand, these are some videos that I like to rewatch. Some of them are videos, parts of movies in English. Some of them are just YouTube videos, which are very funny. And usually in these videos there are some cool characters who do something interesting. It could be some stuntmen, or maybe some actors in movies. For example, sometimes I want to get this boost of energy, and I rewatch a part of the movie called John Wick, the first part, John Wick, when he actually enters the sauna and the nightclub and he almost kills the main villain, and on his way he's fighting the bodyguards, and the fight itself is very impressive. And of course, when you see someone succeeding, especially in movies, when the main character is destroying others and does it in a very effective way, we also have neurons, and somehow you feel the same flow of energy, so it's also pretty motivating. And of course, listening to music, some energetic hip-hop music or trap music sometimes gets me into the state, especially early in the morning while commuting, even though I don't do it very often nowadays. Okay, so let's talk about food, drinks, and other supplements that make you feel more productive. I'm against using drugs, well, at least hard drugs. So as for some things that definitely improve productivity, one of them is definitely coffee, even though I'm not really a coffee addict nowadays. Sometimes it is very useful. Also, unfortunately, once in a while I drink Coke, maybe sometimes Sprite, but not very often, because these are drinks which contain gas, which is not very good. And also sometimes I indulge myself and get some Red Bull. To be honest, I don't really feel any detrimental effect on me, even though it is said to be not healthy. However, consider that I don't take it very often, maybe once or twice a week, only like a small one, but I feel awesome when I do this and definitely get more energetic. Maybe there is some placebo effect, but it is what it is. Okay, so what have you tried? Yeah, and let's talk about laughter. So I think that it depends on the activity, because some activity requires a lot of concentration and you have to stay very focused. And of course, if you start laughing, you get a little bit more distracted. On the other hand, sometimes If you're too serious, it's a little bit harder to achieve. So, in this case, laughter can be good, especially for some creative tasks or where you want to feel more relaxed. So that is why when you hang out with friends or you have very positive climate on your team, in your crew, that's very, very useful. All right, so these are the main questions. I think we'll talk more about music and music that makes you feel more energetic and productive. And I hope that these answers were useful enough so you will use them and apply some of these things in English Speaking Club. Okay, totally recommend you to think about these questions and be a little bit prepared. However, if you just show up and invite your friends, it'll be awesome. All right, guys, see you on Saturday and have a great time. Bye.